Hey, what's up, my New Standard Nation? It's TJ with Strategic Real Estate Experts, and today we're talking about down payments. How much of a down payment you need to buy a house, and then more importantly, should you put the most money down or the least or smallest amount that you can put down? So this is some of the stuff I really love, and even though I am not the mortgage lender in this situation, I've bought and sold a ton of my own personal homes and rental homes, so I know how to look at it from the financial perspective and really go, okay, well, here's the best option for you and your family, and here's how you should look at it, and then you decide what is right for you. Because for somebody, putting a bunch down is right, and for other people, maybe it isn't. But you have to figure out what is the best way for you. So hopefully today, we can kind of talk about some of those things that'll get your mind thinking and go, okay, this is probably where we should fall in line. So first, traditionally, when people think about a down payment, they think 20% down. 20% down is just, what happens when you put 20% down is, the lender is not going to require you to pay PMI or MI. It's called primary mortgage insurance or mortgage insurance. What that is it's insurance in case you default. So they charge you that. So if you don't put 20% down, you're going to pay mortgage insurance unless you're one of our veterans, which thank you if you are. You shouldn't have to. So our veterans can actually get a house with no PMI and no money down if they really wanted to. However, just know going forward, there's tons of programs. You can buy houses for no money down. You can do 3%, 3.5%, 5%. Honestly, if you get over 5%, you can about do anything. Some of the programs that are lower money down, you have to qualify. There's different qualifications for it. But really, when we get to it, it's then if you can put 20% down or 50%, is that the right thing to do for you? So what you have to look at is where are you financially? Maybe you have 20% to put down, but if that's going to absolutely wipe out your bank account and this house needs $10,000 in work, that might not be the best option. Some of the other things that you could do is go, okay, well, you know what? Instead, I'm going to put 10% down. And then the mortgage insurance, you can do what's called an upfront buy down. So you can basically buy the mortgage insurance down so it goes away up front. But this is super confusing and it's way easier to explain when we have time to sit with people. But when we sit with people, we can go, okay, well, how long are you going to live in the house? What are you going to do to the house? How much equity do you think you're going to have in the next 5 years? And then we can evaluate and go, okay, well, it makes sense to buy the mortgage insurance down versus putting 20% so you can keep more money in your bank account. Or if you're not going to be, it might be well, let's keep the PMI because financially you make more money, keep more money in your pocket this way based on your future term goals. So it's super confusing and I'm talking fast, and if you're listening on our podcast or watching the video, you might want to pause and go back, but it really depends on your specific situation, right? Like I can't say you should do this, you shouldn't do that, because there's other people that we meet with and they're just like, TJ, I want the lowest payment I can possibly have. Well, okay, so we're probably going to put that full 20% down. Or maybe we put the 20% down and also buy down the rate instead of even putting more money down. It just really depends on your specific situation. But what you have to look at, how long you're going to be in the home. Because that's going to dictate what type of loan you get, first of all. If you think it's only a 5-year home, why are you locking in on a 30-year note? Because a 5 or 7-year ARM is going to be a lower interest rate than a 30-year mortgage. And then if it's a forever home, okay, well now let's really look at, because if we're going to be here 15, 20, 30 years, we need to look at little things like, okay, maybe we should buy down the rate a little. But I have people that go, well, TJ, we don't have extra money to do that. Okay, so let's go to the seller and ask for a credit at closing to help buy your rate down 0.5 point or a point. It's looking at, I always call it the global picture, and go, what is the best option based on what we think our future looks like? Now, I totally get that it's hard to go, well, I don't know, I think we'll be here a long time. There's people, and it breaks my heart to talk about this one, but there's people that we sold a house to 2 years ago. It was their forever home where they were going to start their family, and they did. And they called the other day because life happens, and he ended up with a brain tumor, and they're not sure they can afford the house if he can't continue to work. I know this is a sad one when we talk about buying houses, but we plan based on what we think that future will be. So when I sit down with people, here's the best options that we come up with. If for some reason life changes It does for all of us. I know if somebody would have said, hey, 5 years ago, are you going to be living in the house you're in, doing this, I would have been like, no. but I was planning on being similar to where we're at. But you have to look at where you're at today, where you're trying to go, and then financially what you want to do. Because if I go, hey, let's put 10% down, but you could keep 10%, and if you're a good investor and you can go make 15% in the stock market, or in my case in real estate, you're better off to do that than necessarily buy the rate down or buy the mortgage payment down. So you have to please just make sure you're working with people that know what they're talking about, and it's not just, hey, here's the loan you can get, here's how much you're going to put down. How long are you going to be there? What are your plans? What do you do? Because maybe you can take that money and make more money with it somewhere else versus putting it in your house. Or do you just want the lowest payment possible? It totally depends on your situation. You guys know, if you've been listening long enough, sorry, thinking about those people, my heart just goes out to them. But if you've been listening to us long enough, you know we're going to change this industry for you, for the better. Please share these videos, share the message. If you're just our friend and you want to listen to my beautiful voice, share this with people. It's going to help your friends and family start thinking about, when they're going to buy and sell, making sure they put their family and themselves in the best position possible. So again, we appreciate you. Give us a like, give us a share. Get the word out there. We're going to change this industry, but I need your help. Don't forget to raise your standard. Oh, shoot. You can always call, text, email me, 608-576-0044. Emails TJ at sreehelp.com. Again, you want to know more about buying? It's knowbeforeyobuyrealestate.com. Don't worry, for all of you, we're working on a seller site, and we're going to do a bunch of videos and audios on that as well coming up real soon. But right now, it's the buyer series. So again, check out knowbeforeyobuyrealestate.com. Don't forget to raise your standard, and we'll talk to you soon.